Hey there, and welcome to another Tea Break coaching session. Thanks for all your feedback so far. It's really helped me to think about where I'm sitting, how close up these sessions work best doing. Also some comments about I always seem to not spill my tea, but I look as though I might. So I'm going to start being a bit more careful because I think people are waiting for me to spill it on myself. But truth be known is I've nearly always almost finished it by the time I start talking to you. But I wanted to focus on page 50 today. This is more of these top right questions that I kind of talk about all the time with my clients. And these are questions that are really warm, they're really curious, they're really genuine, but they're also quite challenging, and they help us to really unpick things that are going on for ourselves. So as always, page 50, I've given you a free download this week on toprighthinking.com. So if you've got a particular problem, challenge, situation, just have a think about it in the light of the 3 questions that I've got written down here, and just see if thinking about your problem through the lens of these 3 questions helps you. So the first question that is written down here is, what do you think is true but you don't want to admit to yourself? So what do you think is true but don't want to admit to yourself? So think about the situation you find yourself in. What might you be avoiding here that, if you really think about it, if you're really honest with yourself, could help you to unpick maybe why you're not getting the progress that you'd like to get? The second question to ask yourself is, what if the dream needn't be either, but could be both? What if the dream needn't be either, but could be both? I'm asking that really carefully and looking down as I read it, because very often when we're in a difficult situation, we think it's either or. And our brain's actually not very good at thinking of ways in which you could have both things together, where both things could be true at the same time. So have a think about whether that applies to your situation here. What would need to happen for you to have a little bit of both things happening? So it's not, oh, if I have this, I can't have this. Actually, how could you have both things happen together? How could you have a bit of one and a bit of the other? And finally, this is another one of those blue sky questions. If you had a superpower, what would you do? So if you had a superpower, what would you do about your problem or your situation? And we call these blue sky questions because they're kind of not real. They're a bit pie in the sky, but they can really start to help us unlock, well, if I had superpowers and, I could do this, I'd do this. We'll start to work back from that. What's 1 or 2 things that you could do that are within your gift that would get you a little bit closer to your goal? I hope that's helped you a little bit to have a good start to the day, and do send me any questions, any messages that you have. I love getting the feedback. It's great, and it makes me want to do some more. So keep it coming, and I hope you have a really good day. Take care.